Hey YouTube, this is Drew Howden Tech here to tell you 10 reasons why I switched from Windows to Linux and why you should too. So just as some background, I started using computers about 10 years ago. Like the very first operating system I used was Windows, specifically Windows XP. I actually skipped Vista and went straight to Windows 7. But I've actually used every consumer version of Windows since Windows 7. And yes, this includes Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. So I'd say I'm in a good position to tell you why Windows sucks and 10 things make me rage when I'm using Windows. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 10, Windows Update. Oh my gosh. Why should Windows updates just go off automatically? No, it shouldn't just restart your computer when you're right in the middle of doing something. Honestly, now that I think about it, I feel like it's designed to detect when you are most busy and only force you to restart your computer to finish installing an update at that point. Ugh, brilliant design move. Ugh. Yeah, to exercise control over Windows updates, you pretty much have to go into your group policy settings and configure it there, and even then, it'll still force it on you eventually. Why should people be told by a company when they should update their computer? Come on. Number 9, notifications. Windows push notification system, it's just the worst one I have ever seen in my life. It's basically designed to distract you. In your taskbar, the bottom right corner, you have a little 1 down the corner. Come on. And that's the thing, it takes some time to open up and see what the notification is. It pretty much notifies you about every little thing. It just slows down your workflow. Oh, come on. Just horrible. Number 8, bloatware. We got a lot of apps that are just pre-installed in Windows. They're just completely useless. And it's not only a waste of space, it's also a waste of resources, because some of these apps run in the background without you even noticing it. Oh, and don't even get me started on Cortana and Microsoft Edge. I hope I don't need to explain those. Number 7, suggested apps. Okay, bloatware is already bad enough, but suggested apps, oh, come on, that is just bad to the bone. It's literally adware embedded into the start menu. No. You shouldn't have ads in your start menu. Your PC should not serve you ads when you go to launch an application on your system. Just shouldn't happen. And it's also an invasion of privacy because it collects your data. Because it just monitors your user behavior. It's so Windows can be hey, I noticed that you've been using a lot of Microsoft Office. Maybe you might want to take a break every once in a while and install Candy Crush. And, man, Windows just shoves Candy Crush down your throat for no apparent reason. Come on. It's pretty much designed to make money, but why can't you just confine it to the Windows Store, at least? Just horrible. Number 6, package management. Oh man, this is just so outdated and super insecure. If you want to sideload apps on Windows, meaning you want to install apps from any source other than the Windows Store, you have to actually download that executable that's probably a virus, and hopefully it's one that you trust. You have to literally run it and have the application literally embed itself in your system. No. Why should an application need to embed itself into your system to work? No. If an application has to do that just to work properly, something is wrong. Come on. This is 2019. We're supposed to have better, more secure package management systems. Stuff that can't be as easily abused. And we do. We have package managers on Linux that install it from large repositories. And we have the App Store on an iPhone, for example. And the same goes for Android phones. It's like, come on. I see how they're trying to move over to the Windows Store, but it's just not working. It's just completely filled up with just crappy apps. Just a horrible package management system. Number 5, stability. Man, Windows is just the most unstable thing I've ever seen. Because you got like a bazillion services running in the background. Like, what the heck? Like, telemetry services invades your privacy. And it also slows down your system considerably. Like, come on. You shouldn't have to have a billion services running in the background by default. No, just shouldn't happen. This, I'd say, is the biggest reason why I switched from Windows to Linux. Wait, wasn't this just number 5 on this list? Moving on to number 4, maintenance. Oh man, it is just a lot harder to install and maintain Windows than it is to install and maintain Linux. The only reason why so many people have it installed is because it comes pre-installed in like 99% of pre-built computers, so you don't have to deal with the installation process. Maintenance, oh my goodness. Like, yeah, you have Windows features, which you have to enable certain ones manually in order to get certain applications to work. And then you have to like dig through settings just to get your PC working properly. Like, come on. There are people that say Windows takes care of itself. I would say other operating systems take better care of themselves. Number 3, malware. Oh my gosh. Windows is such an easy target. Like, just look at these news articles that show Windows attacks. It just opens your eyes to how vulnerable Windows is to malware. Like, you got the Eternal Blue exploit, which literally allowed a hacker to just install ransomware on your computer without your control. And if you didn't have your files backed up, too bad. You gotta pay to hopefully get them unencrypted. I hope that those people who pay at least got their files back. Number 2, privacy. I touched on this earlier in this video, but I think it's worth going over. Man, Windows just collects unprecedented data. Like, oh my gosh. Like, you don't even have the option of disabling telemetry fully. Like, you pretty much have to get a third-party piece of software to manage your telemetry settings, and you have to do a reg edit. Like, what the heck? No, that is just like, come on. It still collects data, even if you opt out of everything that you possibly can, don't enable Cortana, and don't link to a cloud-based Microsoft account. Ugh. Just horrible telemetry system. That's all I gotta say. Number 1, security. This is the biggest factor of me switching from Windows to Linux. No, seriously. It is closely linked with the last 2 reasons I said. Like, come on. And Windows is just so vulnerable. At least you have some software to mitigate the security risks, but still. And it's pretty hard to enable encryption. Like, what the heck? Linux, you just run encryptfs, migrate home, and then you're done with encryption. And Linux just takes care of the rest. Windows, oh, it's just so complicated. Like, what the heck? This is just such a vulnerable operating system. It just is, because it uses a kernel from, like, the 1990s that hasn't really been changed since then. Like, man, there are just so many security vulnerabilities. And here's a bonus reason. Microsoft. This might seem kind of ironic because Microsoft's actually trying to get as many people as possible to use Windows. But when you look at the company's history, you'll start to see some fishy stuff. Like, they've had antitrust charges in 1998. They've had a lawsuit in 2004 for abusing proprietary code. It's like, man. In fact, there's actually a whole Wikipedia article called Criticism of Microsoft. Okay, here's a Wikipedia article, Criticism of Microsoft. It begins with the following 2 sentences. Criticism of Microsoft is fault of various aspects of its products and business practices. Issues with ease of use, robustness, and security of the company's software are common targets for critics. And it goes on and on and on. Oh my gosh, that is a long article. Like 108 sources. I'll have this article linked in the description if you want to go check it out yourself. And those are 10 reasons why I switched from Windows to Linux. Well, 11 reasons if you count the bonus reason. In late February of 2019, I just tried out Linux on a dual boot. I liked it, so I just naturally switched over. Like, I've completely moved. I still do have a Windows 10 VM for those times when I need to run iTunes to do backup and restore with my iDevices. And I also do sometimes use it to demonstrate tutorials for YouTube videos. It's really all I use Windows 4 these days. So thanks for watching. If I missed any reasons why Windows just sucks, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And also, make sure to like those useful comments. That way, we build up a repository of useful information. And if you like this video, hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. I think everybody needs to see this video. I know it's a topic that's not talked about a lot, but I think it should be, because Windows just sucks. Like, Windows, use anything else if you can.